Dela write my MVVs. Welcome. They say Mariam, Olori Mariam, is allegedly running kitty kata kitty, run from pillar to post to pillar, as everything she has planted is coming after her. Now, what is the problem? They said that the men and women of Ile Ife are coming for her big time, allegedly, over what she did. The last one she did now was that she removed their sons and daughters' names from Queen Naomi scholarship list. This is the gist we are hearing. No, allegedly, every day new one is coming up. So, when Naomi was married to the Ooni of Ife, you used to see her do a lot of charity work. And, there are times where they will go in that, I think, Wing Foundation. If you were following them, they'll go, they'll give things to people, do a whole lot. She was doing so much charity work. She was doing so much for the people of Ile Ife. Now, you do know that Oni is sponsoring a lot of children in school. I have said this time and time again, but unfortunately, the good things that Oni of Ife is doing, we bloggers, we don't talk about it. We only talk about women. I wish that everybody, including me, Delaram, can just be talking about some of the good things that this man is doing for the people of Ile Ife. And I want to dedicate, time to be bringing out some of those things. So, Oni of Ife is sponsoring a lot of people in school, that some of those king's men who come to that palace, that their kids are in the UK, US, Canada, universities in Canada, coming from, the Ooni of Ife's payroll. Now, they say while Naomi was in the palace, Naomi had her own scholarship list. You do know that there's something called Impress, okay? And it's Ooni's Impress. So I don't know if you have heard gist about the wives fighting over Ooni's Impress, government Impress. That when Ooni of Ife got married to Naomi, Ooni put Naomi's name to be receiving the Impress. Now, the Impress was supposed to be used for certain things in the palace and all of that. But when Naomi left the palace, Ooni did not go back to remove Naomi's name. The name is still there. Naomi is still the one getting Ooni's Impress. And they said that part of the Impress that Naomi gets, Naomi uses it to fund her own Ile Ife scholarship list, that they had like up to, from what I'm hearing, and Naomi's list had up to 40 people on scholarship, both in secondary school and some in polytechnics, okay? Some in the universities right here in Nigeria. So when Naomi left the palace, they said the scholarship list 40. Then Naomi was using maybe like Ooni's Impress to fund like 20. That then Ooni is the one who is paying this. I remember now they say 47 people. Ooni is the one who is paying the 47 people, okay, from his own budget. So since Naomi left the palace, that list has been intact. When they had that very serious crisis, that first year when, Naomi was so angry and Naomi refused to bring down that post on Instagram. You know that the post, Naomi just brought it shortly before Ooni got married to all of these women. The post was still there because she meant what she wanted to do. She meant to go. She was not joking. A lot of people are saying, she was doing all that, let her go and beg her. Do you know the begging that Naomi has eaten? If it's you now, you would have flown to that place to go and stay there. Even if they will buy you, let them buy you. So they said that throughout that period when it was very shaky, the relationship was very shaky. Remember the time when Naomi was not taking Kabiesi's court, Kabiesi could not talk to Tadenikawo, when Kabiesi was so upset over Tadenikawo and all of those things. They said that the scholarship list, Queen Naomi scholarship list suffered a lot. And when Naomi started, when Ooni of Ife started begging Queen Naomi, they said the first thing she demanded for is that those children, the scholarship list is taken care of. Ooni should pay. So Ooni started paying again. Now, Ooni now decided to merge Naomi's scholarship list to his own scholarship list. So I'm paying everything. When they say he releases so huge budget to pay on yearly basis. Mariam, from nowhere, went to go and remove children from that scholarship list and replace them. So, they said they started paying, how they did it, nobody knows. They said they started, Ooni had released money. This is a new year, so the budget came out, Ooni released money. Children are returning back to school. So they said they paid for the children. And, this is like, since resumption now, we have like 5 or 7 weeks, maybe it's week 7 or what. that parents and schools, they were calling that this payment have not been made and payment have not been made. Dr. Elizabeth went to Ooni to tell Ooni what was going on in the background, because initially they didn't want Ooni to know. And Ooni was very, very stunned. Like, what is going on? I've released money and everything has been released. And when investigations started going on, they found out that these children had been dropped. The people that they paid for a new intake, like into the scholarship list. And what is your freaking business with Queen Naomi's scholarship list? You wanted a position of a wife. You have the position of the wife. Leverage on the fact that you're Kabiesi's wife. Give your own people scholarship. Yeah. It will not be a crime for you to kind of bring your own 10 people. I want you to sponsor their scholarship. After all, I'm your wife. After all, Naomi has people in her scholarship list, her payroll. If you can do it for Naomi, why can't you do it for me? Approach it from that point of view and not go and remove people from Queen Naomi's scholarship list. If it's not trouble they are looking for, like every day, this one, now waiting on you man call say nyanga they sleep, trouble they go wake and waiting be this wahala abeg, eh? Now, so even though Naomi is not the one who is getting the scholarship, it's not members of Naomi's family that are getting the scholarship, they are still the same, vulnerable people in our society that this woman is trying to help, leveraging her relationship with Kabiesi to try to help them. Because you people think that the glory will go to her, you still don't want that. Is there something you people will not fight about? Like, is there really anything that you guys will not fight about? Waiting, what is all of this, for crying out loud? They said they did magu, all the payment that was released to school or were released to school, that major people who are beneficiaries of this scholarship list, their payments were not paid. Like their fees and all of that was not paid. That the people that got money now are people who are completely new, people who were not properly scrutinized, people that Ooni of Ife does not even know where they are coming from. Whether the funds are going to people or the funds are not going to people, nobody knows. Like, they just did that one. So right now, they say there's a lot of sacking, as in sacking extravaganza that is going on. You know that Ooni of Ife's company and organizations and everything, the people that are being employed, like if cumulatively, Ooni of Ife alone is employing, I say, and this is not an exaggeration, that if you go to his employment list, that he alone is employing like more than 800 people. Now, in his office, not inside the palace. So he's had real estate in Lagos. They have of course, right now there is an oil and gas. They have businesses. He has Ojaja Mall, he has Ojaja Hotel. As in, we are talking about cumulatively. Then with the scholarship people, that is people who are on his payroll, that there are about 800. So right now, they say, because those who are in the admin section, the scholarship admin, they say is sacking galore, that's sacking extravaganza. And right now in the country, Nigeria, I want to bet you, it's not a time for you to lose your job, because there are no jobs in that country, number one. Number two, the jobs you even find, they don't pay well. Number three, dollar is 1,500 if you have not heard. Do you know what that means? It means that a bag of rice is almost 70,000. You don't want to lose your job at a time like this, but this is what this woman is causing people to go through. I wanted to bring you this update. I'm going to bring you more on this. I appreciate you so much. Dela writes, I love you guys. Thank you.